Welcome back to more Fire Emblem Radiant Ladies. This is pointless. The Galleon soldiers just keep coming, no matter how many we take down. If we keep this up, both sides will take horrible casualties. Just put it out there at the beginning, if you like what you're seeing, including the misfortunes, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss anything. And also follow the Twitch channel at twitch.tv/wolfmannsw and be notified for that, because not even I know when I will go live next. With that out of the way, let's get into it. I can't find an opening. If only I could find one weak point, we could break through. These guys are really clever. They must have a veteran commander to use a strategy like this. Ronolf? But what about General Skramir? Isn't he supposed to be at the back of the army? You know how he is. I've got 6 strong men trying to keep Skramir from coming out here. Alright, then. We'll show these Bjork a real fight. We should regroup and... Wait, look over there. Look, over there. All troops, lower your weapons. I'm going to propose a ceasefire to the Laguz Alliance. I've seen that black armor before. You're with the Dayan army. Why is Dayan attacking us? Are you the general of this army? I am Micaiah, a general of the Dayan Royal Army. Wait, you're the one in command? My king, Peleus, has decided to answer Benyon's request for help in fighting the Laguz Alliance. You have no chance for victory. Further bloodshed is meaningless. Please surrender while you can. Do not insult us, tiny Bjork. We'd rather die than surrender. Behind you lies the Benyon army. In front of you is the Dayan army. You've nowhere to run. Well, I guess we'll have to chase you down like cattle and press on. Sound good to you, Skramir? What in the goddess's name was that? Get back, Micaiah. That roar. That must be a lion. Lion Laguz are stronger than the cat or tiger Laguz we've been fighting. Hey, is that you, Soth? You look so much older now. Bjork grow up fast. Just like Ike. Remember him, Soth? What? So Commander Ike really is fighting with you? Let's just say you shouldn't assume that you can see all of our troops. Soth, if you care for this girl at all, get her and her men out of here. That's my only warning to you. Wait! Stop, Micaiah. If we chase them, they'll kill us for sure. General Taranio, what brings you out here? Has something happened to the king? No, I am here to deliver supplies, and to see how the battle fares. You made up a clever excuse and convinced the king to let you come here? I'm impressed. Thanks for coming, General Taranio. Don't worry about it. I trust that the fight is going well against the Laguz Alliance. Yes, but the enemy seems to have additional forces deployed in the area. I expect another battle to begin very soon, and I doubt it'll be as easy as the last. So we still remain on the brink of battle, I see. I shall do my best to defeat the Laguz Alliance quickly. When this battle is over, please persuade the king to negotiate a peace treaty as soon as possible. Would you do this for me? Would you please talk to the king and help to stop this pointless war? I shall try. Actually took a few resets, a couple of resets, more like 3, to get the Brave Bow. So that's now in our possession.
The Dayan army takes to the field and deals a heavy blow to the army of the Laguz Alliance. This sudden aggression shocks the Alliance like a lightning bolt on a clear day. With their only avenue of retreat blocked, the forces of the Laguz Alliance begin to despair. As the last shred of hope is fading, Skramir appears before his troops and rallies them on, bolstering their failing strength. Galleon morale is further improved by the appearance of Tibarn and Ike's forces, who aid the Beast army with talon and steel.
I could never be brave enough to go all the way to Micaiah with both Ike and Soren. The Dayan army is working with Benyon? That's unexpected to say the least. Why would Dayan join the war? I thought all their resources would be tied up in reconstruction. Yeah, that bothers me too. There's something weird about all of this. Didn't Dayan resent Benyon's occupation? Why would they be so quick to help out their former enemy? Why does not matter. We are running out of time. We must deal with this quickly if we are to get home. General Skramir, have you recovered from your wounds already? Yes. Do not underestimate the healing power of the Beast Tribe. Alright, everyone's here. Let's begin the meeting. The immediate threat is the Dayan army. They're dug in around the area that we'll have to use to cross the Raban. Maybe we can find another spot to cross? No, we can't afford it. If we waste any more time, the Central Army will catch up to us. If that happens, we're dead. Ranulf, tell me your impression of the Dayan army. Anything special? Well, there weren't very many of them, but their morale was really up there. Their commander seemed very clever as well. It must be the Maiden of Dawn. Who? She was the hero of the recent Dayan uprising. Micaiah is her name, if I recall correctly. Supposedly she has performed miracles and turned many losing battles into victories. An interesting figure. Miracles? I'm finding that a bit hard to swallow. Are you sure about that? Who knows? Personally, I doubt it. All I know is that the Dayan army believes in her miracles, which makes her dangerous. This Maiden of Dawn is supposed to be the savior of Dayan, whose miraculous powers freed their people from tyranny. In other words, her followers are fanatics who see her as a goddess. She will make a formidable enemy. If we attack them head-on, the fighting won't stop until one side is decimated. There's gotta be a way to avoid that, right? What about a decoy force like we've used in the past? The decoy only worked because the enemy didn't expect it. I wouldn't count on the same strategy working twice. Not necessarily. The Empire assumes superiority over all other countries. Benyon is only using the Dayan army as a pawn to stop us, and likely won't care if it is destroyed in the process. As such, the Dayan army is most likely uninformed about our past tactics. You might have a point there. I went scouting after the fog cleared, and their forces looked really unprepared to fight us. They had no ballistae, and they hadn't fielded many fire mages. It felt like they didn't know a thing about fighting Lagoos. Then we should definitely have a decoy force hit them head on, while the bulk of the army crosses the river in the meantime. I'll head up the decoy force, then. The armies of Gallia and Phoenices can cross the river while we fight. I'll go with you, Ike. Dayan would get suspicious if they didn't see any Lagoos in the enemy force. Sounds like a plan to me. Take some of my men as well if you want. I don't want their talents getting dull. The Lagoos Alliance may have lost the war of might, but we haven't lost the war to save the lives of our brothers. This fight will be ours. Yes, with the fangs and the wings of the Lagoos and the knowledge of the Bjork, we will return home. Dayan cannot stop us now, just as they could not stop us during the Mad King's War. We can do this. Oh man, it's only been 10 minutes. A howl to sell. Now, what am I... Oh, yeah. Heather. Energy drop. Yeah, another thing to wire. Ruffles bow, quick claw. You've got Olivine grass. You've got Olivine grass and Lagoon stones. You're fine. Short spear. We have to be rid of Mordecai. Oh, there's no excuses. You have to get strength and luck, and I'm guaranteeing it. HP, strength, luck. I'll promote her as well. So tanky though. Ileana has been slightly disappointing me. She just hasn't been doubling things, and at least I get a healer now. That isn't Reese. So I think Reese is now being, you know, subbed, of course. Yeah, we won't be using Titania either. We need Arman. The Lagoos failed to cross the river. This is their last chance to try. This time, they'll attack with Bjork as well. So, you know what that means? If we end up fighting Bjork, I know. We'll probably be fighting the Grail mercenaries, I'm aware. It's not going to be pretty. So, tell me more about Commander Ike. Why? You used to hate it when I said anything about him. I want to know more about the man I'll be fighting against. What kind of person is he? Well, let's see. He's generous, doesn't care about petty things, holds no prejudice against the Lagoos, nor does he care about the opinions of the nobles. He's a master swordsman, he accomplishes everything he sets out to do. He's a true hero. I see. He sounds quite different from King Peleus. Micaiah, they don't even compare. King Peleus lacks any leadership or decision-making skills. That may be, but I believe in King Peleus. His heart is in the right place. I believe in his virtuous nature and his commitment to being a good king. Even though he would set you out on a war that doesn't involve Dain at all? A war of bigotry and hate, fighting on the same side as our real enemies? You're smarter than this, Micaiah. So, we've been through this. I know we're about to fight Ike and the Grail mercenaries, but It's time, shall we? Those two are still here. So much for friendly advice, I guess. Now it's friends against friends. Things are getting crazy around here. Mordecai and Titania and Reese out for Heather, Harman, and Liar. Oh yeah, Mist can talk to Jill, but why? We've got an entire river to cross. We have to survive for 12 turns, that's why Harman's here. Apart from Harman and Mist, everyone else is now promoted. Okay, another attempt to try and get up. injury is real. Let's go. I almost voiced that, actually. Now, normally Harman would be a Dragon Lord by this point, but I'm not using him, so it's fine. It's fine. The enemy's on the move. They're crossing the river. There are humans among the beasts. Here he comes. Without the advantage of an ambush, this fight is sure to be tougher than our last one. Can he kill? Probably can't. Nah. If I gave him the tomahawk, still wouldn't come close. We're just starting off with ranged units to waste our time. Temporary relief doing this. This injury is staying tough, that's for damn sure. Oh, crit. Nice. Speed luck. I did notice that Edward and Leonardo got weapons. So the game must default them to using something. Because I completely disarmed them. Ulki, what are you doing here? Orders of the king. I'm here to assist you. Oh, I get it. You're here to guard racing. Shh. Ike, please. I cannot let the prince hear about this. Please pretend that I'm only here to assist you. I beg of you. Sure, that's fine with me. Whatever your reasons, I appreciate the help. Thanks. Don't mention it. I do need to take care of that Hell Thunder guy, so Iron Lance, Steel Sword, Steel Bow. Alright. Also has Beast Killer and all the stuff from the previous times. I am going to get within range here. Do that. And then there's these guys I have to worry about, especially that Dragon Knight. That Dragon unit. Well, I don't have to worry about much. Alright, that makes things a lot easier. Shit biorhythms, honestly. Bane? Crit. Much better. Luck. Thanks, Heather. How did we know that you're gonna get that? I wish I could relax at all. It's like I've got to have my foot in a sling. It feels like that's the necessary course of action. But, yeah, it'll pass. I just have to deal with it. That's scary. Ow. I'm not shoving Ron off, no way. I mean, no, it's a gamble. Too much of a gamble, I'd say. Go. Finally, Ileana starts doubling people. Oh, Flare first battle in. We'd cancel. All we needed was Adept, and we'd have the full skill set. It's this guy I'm really concerned about. So, but how about Zia? Does he have a wind edge? He sure does. The Iron Lance. Iron Lance is tempting. So tempting. Oh, Impale. Yeah. Taking this guy right out. God damn it, Mia. Ouch. I give you a crit weapon, you don't even crit. My goodness. Right, so... At least I know where my limits are. I still don't want to transform yet. I do still want to keep an eye out, so yeah. We can go where the Armored Knight is. Yeah, and even still, I'd have to shove Lethe a long way through. Got our girl. So Har, why are you fighting for these people? Hey, you stole my question. Why are you fighting in the Dayan army? There was a war to liberate Dayan while you were gone, so I joined the army again. Well, looks like you did a good job. Dayan has been liberated, so why are you still with the army? I can't just leave. These people are my friends. Oh, stop with the sentimental nonsense, Jill. In case you haven't noticed, you're fighting your friends too. What about you then? How'd you end up in this fight? Well, somehow, I got mixed up in putting down uprisings in Crimea. And then I ended up with the Laguz Alliance because, you know, being old friends with Ike and all that. What? That is hardly a cause worth fighting for. You're unbelievable. Alright, enough debating. What do you want to do now? Do you want to fight me? Of course not. I could never. Then join me. Easy for you to say. You're full of doubt. How do you live life like that? How do you live like that all the time? Is that how your father wanted you to live? Afraid to trust your own instincts? But Dayan has no business in this war. You know that, right? What about my comrades? What about my friends? Is dying how you show loyalty? If you're really their friend, then fight alongside us. Maybe that'll get them to think about what they're doing. Oh, Captain. Come with me, Jill. We both know that we should follow our hearts, even if it makes us traitors. We know that better than anyone. For the sake of your father, live your life without shame. You're right, Captain Hart. I've been so foolish, just as before. I would be proud to serve with you. And, Captain Hart, thank you. Thank you so much. Hand axe equipped, fully healed, no need to worry about Thunder Mages because he's getting a Brave Axe. Thanks for coming. Skill locked. She's still not getting strength. Come on, Jill. You're my best unit last run. What happened? Suddenly got a bit afraid. Anyhow, next time on Radiant Ladies. I could still keep Ziark, you know, and just add him as an extra barrier of sorts. But I think with just what I've got, I think I'll do that anyway. like even without him. So, yep. See you around.